Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. Our party has made it into Kershwick. It is a hustling and bustling little port city, one of the 5 principalities of Wickthrun, of Drekis, wherever this place is that we live. And yeah, you guys can come on in. You can see the masts of the tall ships swaying in the rocking of the currents or the tides, whatever you want to call the ocean back and forthy thingies, waves maybe, down by the harbor.
No one
You
knows
know,
how
the
it works
tide rolls
now.
in, the tide rolls out. You can't explain that shit.
Exactly. Especially in a flat world, you know.
I mean, it's not flat.
Okay, it's curved. Neal did say it was curved. But it just wasn't a sphere.
There are so many possible explanations, but, you know, those are problems for other parties on other days. It's actually a horseshoe-shaped world. Or saddle-shaped, perhaps. You know, curved this way. I'm sorry, curved this way and this way. Curved in multiple different directions.
Well, considering the horizon lines for the ocean, we could just ask some sailors who have sounded solemn about that.
Now, who's saying it's constant anyways, right? Maybe it changes over time. Who knows? Who knows?
I mean, well, whoever the god who's the moon changed. Used to be Relkor, but now it's Falumbra.
This is complicated, man.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
want to
you
chill
see,
in that
the
mushroom.
lower rift goes to Falumbra, but Falumbra is the moon now. So yeah.
I don't even know what the lower rift is, dude. How do you know all this?
The lower rift is one of the most sacred places in the planet.
I've never been. Have you been?
Well, you're going to go there one day.
I don't know, man. I wasn't planning to.
Well, no one plans to avoid death, but it's going to happen. It's where souls pass over to Falumbra.
Cool. But no, I'm not with Falumra. I'm with my
No,
Tranquility,
all souls go to Falumbra. I'm not a worshiper of Falumbra myself, but my soul will pass on into the big great cycle one day.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna chill with Eris.
Well, do you even understand your religion?
No, religion's not to be understood. It's to be believed in, bro.
Okay, is it late in the afternoon, Neal?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well late into the afternoon.
Do you want to look for a boat or information on which island to go to for the goats later, or get it in, guys?
What are we gonna do when we find the goats, by the way?
Buy some and transport them?
Oh, we're getting the goats themselves?
What, you think we're going to carry milk for 5 days?
Yeah, I thought we were getting milk, dude.
Yeah, well, I don't have any Porvin cubes to keep it cold, do you?
Nah, dude, I drink almond milk.
Okay. You know, she probably could drink that too.
Nah.
That's true. That's true. He has the create water spell. He doesn't have the create frozen water spell. He doesn't have the create ice spell.
Yeah, you need to be a
we're not
wizard
gonna-
to clean Porvin's frosted cubes.
Anyway, so we're getting goats?
Yeah.
Didn't we just pass some goats on the way? We could have gotten them, but I guess we'll go this way.
We didn't pass any goats.
I saw some.
Yes, but you've got mushrooms.
Yeah, dude, you want some?
No, not at all.
Alright, let's get a boat.
No, we're having an inn first and for getting information.
That's not
It's
gonna get
late.
us to the island, dude.
They're not going to sail us at night.
Okay. I love mech conversations.
I'm glad someone does. All right, you guys can grab it in for the night. Maybe pay up 5 silver for the expenses and everything.
Yeah, sure.
Each or from the McTacky bank?
5 silver per person. You guys figure out how you want to pay it.
Alright.
Okay.
In the tavern, I'm asking around just random people who would I talk to about finding goats in the spice isles? Like, what island are we even going to? It's a trading town, so I assume there might be some traders here who know that stuff. Bad. Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah, there's no one here that knows anything about goats. I just rolled like 6 different people. They all rolled badly. You apparently have come into a tavern that has no people of that sort of work attending here. This is mostly a, what would you call it? Like a sailor's port.
Do they know about the islands themselves then?
Oh, shit, yeah, we do.
Cool. Now, can I put together what they know about the islands and what Mech knows about goats to find out?
Yes, you can. And it gives you literally nothing.
What?
Since Mech doesn't know very much about goats, and what they say about the islands
to be fair.
They're like, yeah, there's an island here. It looks like this, and there's no way to derive whether there's goats going to be an island based on its geographical location or like coast.
The grass, the mountains.
Is there one shaped like a goat?
We could just go ask someplace
like a
else, guys. We could just ask someplace else.
Yeah, we could find some girls on the Spice Islands and ask them. Maybe they sing.
Yeah, at first I thought, oh, you're making a Misclicks reference because they did show there, but I went, oh no, he's doing Spice Girls.
Yeah. Well,
I'll try somewhere else. I've got charisma out the wazoo here, so I'm gonna try.
Yeah,
asking.
Lawbringer like walks around, talking with people, trying to figure out what's going on. Surely somebody in this town must know something about goats or the Spice Islands.
We slept at the inn or not, by the way?
Look, I'm rolling a d20, and I rolled 3, 5, 3, 4 in a row. And the first time, I was all below 8s and belows. So I'm telling you that there's another 4. The die hates you.
Roll how many hours it takes.
It takes until after dark, and you give up. There's just no one that knows anything. You run into like one really angry old woman who like you politely go up and ask a question. She just starts like attacking you with her walking stick for no reason, just like angry old woman. And then she starts chasing you, and like it's just you don't want to hurt the old lady, and you gotta explain to them, So eventually, you come back to the inn, tired, slightly beaten by a weird old woman. And I think that's tomorrow's problem.
All right, Neal. For the memes, when he comes back after getting beaten by an old lady and everything, I want Mech to ask one person after hearing how much he failed to see if Mech succeeds.
All right, Mech. Who's the one person you ask at the tavern?
Does anybody look like a goat herder?
No.
Does anybody have any kind of hat at all?
Yes, there are many sailors' hats.
Oh. The one that doesn't look like a sailor hat. Any other kind of hat.
Nope, another 4.
Yeah, man, they don't know anything about goats around here. That's surprising. Maybe because of the goat apocalypse?
We should just go to an island. There's not really that many islands, right? Let's
Looking at maps, use many islands.
Well, okay. Embershore's got the biggest settlement. I know that much.
Is Embershore like part of the Spice Islands, or is Spice Islands the other islands that aren't Embershore?
No. Spice Islands include Black Beach, Redview.
So there's like an island with a mountain. That's got to be the one with the goats.
Doesn't really look like a goat to me.
No, it kind of does. Like if the head's here and the legs are here and the tail's here, it's kind of like a camel goat.
Now I think
Oh wait, this is like a sheep
one.
dude. Yeah, we found it.
It's like a dog right here.
Is it a dog or a goat? We don't want to go to the dog island. I want to go to the goat island.
It's like the first.
I see it, Neal. Don't even try.
Let me try and show you guys what they're looking at.
True.
Yeah, the dog. Yeah.
You're talking about this one right here.
It looks like
exactly,
a sheep jumping over a fence, but no fence.
All right. So
That's the one, guys. That's the one that's got the goats on it.
That's the one. We're convinced. No one else had information.
well, I would have just gone to, the Luton on Embershore, but,
Nah, dude, no need. We found it.
You know who the mayor of Embershore is? Donabella
Absolutely
Trumpet.
not. It's who?
All right. Donabella Trumpet.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
I think people are going to need to know about this island in the future. How else are people going to know where the goats are? I'm going to get a sign and just write like Goat Island on it, and it'll
Goblin, so that nobody could read it.
All right, you. I take it you have literacy, right?
I do. I
yeah.
can write it.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, shell out some amount of money for a sign and some paint, whatever you think, whatever quality of sign you want to make it. And
I donate
do
5
1 gold. It's
silver
a big
into this.
sign.
nice. It's a good sign.
It's a really good sign.
Cool.
Right.
Then you guys find a boat that'll take you to Goat Island.
Again, I'm going, guys, why?
What do you mean, dude? What's your plan besides going to Goat Island for the goats?
I would go to a place with people that we get asked questions of. Hey, where's the goat?
Looking for people.
Nah,
We're
this
looking for
People
goats.
Island. This is Goat Island.
Stick with it.
Admiral Jai, can I get a perception check from you?
Okay.
You are the expert trader. Yeah, on your way to the docks, you see someone walking a bunch of goats.
All right. I go to him.
Do you tell the rest of the party, or do you just let them continue onto the docks?
I want
Without
to
you.
ask him where he got the goats from. Where's Goat Island? I want him to point it out on a map.
What you mean? I just sell them. That's what I do. I'm a goat trader.
Where do you
And
buy
let
them
me
from?
tell you, there ain't no such a thing as Goat Island. Not yet.
By the way, do we sleep at the inn or do we just go ask questions at the inn?
You slept there.
Awesome.
I mind read.
And so I tell him, I tell this guy, there's not a Goat Island yet. But then I point it to him on the map, and I say this would be the perfect place to herd goats.
Does he know that
Would
we're
it
onto
now,
him?
huh?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the island with the giant fire-breathing squirrels on it?
Yeah. How do you think? How else would you fertilize the soil? Right? Like things get burnt down.
Well,
Actually, so that's the island south of Embershore, not that one that they're talking about.
you got fire-resistant fleece, do you?
Yes.
Well, they're gonna come from the goats, right? So we're gonna use evolution, right? They're gonna build up a resistance, and then that's how you're gonna get the fire-resistant fleece from the
Doesn't
goats.
that take generation upon generation? And isn't it possible that they might all die out before developing the fire-resistant fleece?
Nothing worth doing comes easy.
That's a true statement right there, lad. All right, you want to know where I got the goats? I bought them from Goaty McGoatface down the way. He's got a
Okay.
goat hot farm. And now I'm here to sell them.
All right.
Are you
Okay,
interested in some goats?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'd buy some goats from him.
I rolled
Excellent. He will sell you. How many goats do you want to buy?
We'll get, I guess, 2 goats, a male and a female, just in case.
Oh,
establish-
well, sorry. I only got the males left.
wait, what?
I was gonna.
You only got rams. You don't have goats.
What you talking about? A goat is a general catch-all for the whole species. You know, like we say, the race of man, and we don't really just mean the males of the human race. We mean the race of man sort of refers to all the people. Same thing with goats. You got your rams and your goats, but we call them all goats, you know? We use the feminine version, like with cows or sheep.
I think that's a pretty sexist way to look at it. And I think
No,
most people
I mean, it's
see
not.
it.
It's only sexist if, well, actually, it could be sexist for lots of reasons. Look, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to create a matriarchy of goats here, but I am telling you, lad, that, that we just call them goats, even though that's the feminine version.
You know where Ram Island is?
I don't think there's one yet, lad.
fair.
That's why we've got
Okay,
the sign.
well, we need to buy some female goats for goat milk. So, thank you, sir, but we'll look for goaty big goat face.
And by the way, had the mind read gone off or not?
Did
he lie
we
about
get
all of
distracted.
everything?
No.
Yeah.
So you begin to cast your spell when you feel a heavy hand on your shoulder that shakes you and intentionally disrupts your spell effect. Breaking your concentration, your spell fails and fizzles, and as you snap out of the spell casting, you can see that there is a 6'7" woman in chainmail with a great helm coming down that hides her face. She's got a spear in one hand with a small shield strapped to her arm. She's wearing the colors of a town guard, and she says, "What are you doing? Casting spells on innocent civilians in the middle of town? You know that's a punishable offense. You could be imprisoned for months for unasked for spell casting."
What do you mean?
You can't just walk into town and start enchanting people.
That's what it is to be a cleric, I thought. No, man.
What, just, walking? What do you think you are, a paladin? Able to do whatever you want, whenever you want? No. No unauthorized spell casting in these towns, especially not on people who haven't expressly asked for it. Now, I'm not sure exactly what you were casting, though I do have a spell casting proficiency, so I caught a few of the words.
Yeah.
It's definitely some sort of mind-affecting spell.
Right next to me here, and we were just trying to figure out how to help people. We're helping people. That's what.
Well,
Yeah,
you'd
don't-
help
don't-
people
don't
by
invoke my
not
name.
casting spells in the middle of town. How do I know that's not a fireball spell, huh? What if it's a charm?
you can
What if
read
it's an
my
Avard's
spell.
black tentacles, huh? And what if I wasn't here? You can't go around just willy-nilly casting spells. That'd be like shooting your bow and arrow in the middle of the street. No one walks around town just firing crossbow bolts. You could kill someone like that. I want you to listen to me, young man. There is no spell casting in this town or any other town in the middle of the town just willy-nilly like this. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Wow, wasn't aware at all. Huh.
How
I
could you
felt
not be aware? How could you have so much power and so little responsibility? Don't you realize it's people with power that have to make the good decisions of the whole, otherwise the whole world falls into chaos? Don't tell me you're one of those people who was just born with magic and just thinks the whole world revolves around them. Well, it doesn't. She says,
I
bopping
just
on the
thought
forehead.
It was using technology in a town of technology where we're living in a world of magic, and you gotta cure, you gotta create berries, you gotta do whatever you want. And to be fair, I'm from Berkshire.
Well, Berkshire is a silly place, and none of the rules there apply anywhere else in the world, and you should never, you shouldn't even be casting magic in Berkshire, least of all. What if you're walking down the street and you go to cast, an innocent spell, like a good berry spell or something, and somebody else thinks that you're casting a Melf's Acid Arrow spell. Granted, terrible, but, sometimes people use it. And then they say, they run over and just stab you all the way through, and then as you're dying, I show up and I see the murder and I ask what happened, and they say you were going to cast a fireball spell, but you're weak, your breath is too weak, so I can't tell that you were going to say that you're just casting good berries, and now I believe that this person just murdered you for casting a fireball spell. Having you not cast spells is actually about protecting you. Otherwise, people are just going to kill you and say you were about to cast a dangerous spell. You know what I'm saying? It's about safety for the entire town and for you as a citizen. You have to think about this. You got to think about the bigger consequences of your actions.
It's a lot of words.
This guard is exactly right. Lord
Exactly right.
arrest this person.
I'm a paladin of knowledge, not a paladin of justice. I don't arrest people.
Yeah, we weren't arresting, we were gaining knowledge.
He's getting a warning for his actions and a proper telling off.
Oh, is that what I'm getting? Oh, okay, I'm told off.
Well, you're a human, so we'll let you slide with a warning.
Yeah.
You're not a human, are you? What race are you?
Yeah.
Half elf, yeah.
Oh, you fucking
Oh,
no. See, these guards, like guards throughout the ages, have do not apply justice equally. And then she catches sight of your pointy ears, slightly pointy ears, that, you know, the face that should have more stubble on it but really doesn't because you're a half elf and you struggle with the beard. And she goes, wait a minute, are you a fucking half elf? Straight to jail. Put out your arms. I'm gonna arrest you on the spot. Half elves should know better than this. You're a little bit longer lived and you've got better judgment and better genes. You should know that you shouldn't do this thing. Come with me.
What?
She tries to arrest you. Do you resist,
well-
Mech?
Mech never resists.
She arrests you. She slaps the manacles on. Racist guard.
Ma'am, is there a bail condition, or what should I do to get my half elf back later?
Bail is classist. Don't you know that?
Well, I'm a
Bail is
noble.
essentially saying rich people don't have to go to jail, but poor people
exactly.
do.
I'm a noble. That's what I think.
Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't quite realize. My apologies, Your Honor.
Kill Longborn. Kill Lawbringer. I was watching roleplay earlier today.
Dude, can you like?
Well,
help
is this
me
man
out?
with you then? I will happily release him
is-
into your custody if you can assuredly keep an eye on him.
Yeah, if he does it again, I'll just hand him over.
Whoa!
Of course, Your Grace. And she lets him go.
Thanks for being chill, man.
She heads off, but keeps, throws a look at you every now and then stays in the background, lurking. So that's what happened while they were discussing the goat sales.
Neal doesn't like my mind read.
No, I fail often at enforcing the concept that people shouldn't be casting spells in the middle of town. And it's something I mean to enforce, and I fail to.
Yeah, I actually didn't realize that was a thing around here.
Yeah, because I do a bad job of enforcing that rule. That social
It's, like,
rule.
it's a full magical rule. It's like in America where y'all could just carry guns around. I thought it was just a thing.
Well, you can carry guns, but you can't just like discharge them. That's the problem, right? So you can be a spellcaster in town, and you can have your spell components, but you can't like just go casting spells willy-nilly.
So what if you're like blacksmithing and you have like, magic to purify the metal? You can't even do that. Like it feels
Well,
weird.
that's not then just walking around the middle of town. That's inside your own private shop, right?
Oh, I was thinking like blacksmith, like the forge, kind of like outside and shit. But yeah, in my mind.
I mean, if you're like a magical blacksmith casting magic on your things, you probably don't want to be doing that just out in the middle of the shop anyway. Like, that's probably some trade secret ass shit.
Okay. Huh. All right. Now I know.
That's okay. Yeah.
What about like guards and stuff? If they want to like probe you.
Well, they're
I don't know,
guards,
I'm really
they're
curious about
officers
this
of the
now.
state. They should be able to use these things when they're supposed to. They probably do it when they're not supposed to. But as officers of the state, they are clearly marked and labeled, and therefore they have greater amounts of access and permission. They have more rights than you do.
Okay. So like when we're investigating any kind of thing and we want to class even like detect magic, we have to like hide now.
We should, yeah, that stuff should probably be kind of, a little surreptitious on the side somewhere. Granted, like, someone sees you casting a spell and then, like, the world doesn't end, they probably just move on with their day, right? Like, as if you were hiking in the woods and you saw some crazy-ass rednecks with shotguns, you'd probably just, as long as you didn't actually have to deal with them, you'd probably just leave it be and wouldn't worry about it after the fact. But if you're a sheriff and you're walking around, there's some crazy rednecks with shotguns, then you definitely have to intervene. Okay. I think the gun analogy is pretty good.
Yes, it works. So you can open carry wands, but you can't just go around discharging them.
Totally.
Do we have a right to bear wands?
You do have a right to bear wands, yes.
If you're
Unless you're in a
level
walled city,
player.
then you... But if you're in a walled city, they take
Sway.
the weapons at the door.
Walled cities, they don't allow weapons inside. Magic items get super iffy, and it's probably best not to just like wander into random towns packed loads with magic gear.
If I was like a level 10 cleric, does it change since religion has priority over like?
Ooh, level 10 cleric, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, you see, that becomes a situation, because if you're a level 10 cleric, then all of the guards are going to know who you are, and probably most of the people in the town. You're probably going to be the most powerful cleric in an entire kingdom. And then you're going to be a known quantity, and you're probably going to have more rights than a random person walking through town.
Okay,
so it's
that's what
about...
I mean. It's not like a hard rule. It's like kind of like, oh, the stranger coming to town shouldn't cast spells. But then that would also imply like the
Mark, no law is a hard law. All laws are soft laws that
Yeah, we're here
have
with
leeway.
Lawbringer over here.
I hate to tell you, man,
not
but
law.
law...
That's not what the overlay says.
Over does say lawbringer. Yes, it does. But all laws are soft. You can do a terrible thing, but if you are important enough person, you can get away with it, and no one gives a shit.
Okay.
You can even rape women and become president of the United States or a Supreme Court justice. It happens.
It happens.
I'm
We're not
glad
naming names. We're not saying which one it is, so we're not going to get in trouble. But I think
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, we can move on from this dark corner of the world that we're going towards.
Hey, let's go to Goaty McGoatface, who might sell some female goats.
Goat Island.
All right.
Goaty McGoatface, the salesman.
Oh, yeah,
who
the
sold-
guy you were talking to, he shows you where there's a goat herder north of town.
Yeah.
And you can walk north of town and find his little farm and his pasture, and there are goats, lots of them.
Hello, sir. Can we purchase 3 goats? Female goats.
Let me just roll a die over here. Oh, of course you can. How many goats would you like?
3 female.
That'll
goats.
be 600 gold, copper?
What?
600 something. Probably not 600 gold. Sorry, I've been into my cups a little early today, and I'm not quite sure how much I sell my product. Or how much I sell my product. God damn it, my chart's all broken. I should put my drink down, and then I can open my chart. There we go. 300 copper per goat. No, that's a sheep. Hold on. 200 copper per goat. 600 copper, and you can take 3 of my very middlest of the road female goats.
They're all milk producers.
Aye.
Oh,
You
good.
wanted
Just
a
making
milk
sure.
producing goat.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't specify it before.
Oh,
but
yeah. Well,
All right.
Yeah,
How
here you
about
go.
how about we make it instead of 600, we make it 550, and I throw in this amazing sign here for Goat Island. You could rebrand your goat ranch here.
Oh, thank God. I've been calling myself Goaty McGoatface for a long time. And you know what? I regret it. It's one of those things, you come of age, you pick a name for yourself. My cousin, he called himself Dr. McNinja. A terrible name as well. But you really shouldn't be picking your names when you're like 12 to 16 years old. You really should wait. I think rebranding as a Goat Island's much better than Goaty McGoatface.
I know
Yeah, the
there might be some skeptics who say that this place is. Oh, I guess we are on an island. We're on Bear.
No, we're Arcadia. We're on Arcadia.
I mean, the water surrounds the whole world,
Exactly.
doesn't it?
That's what I was gonna say. The whole thing could be Goat Island.
Well,
you
it could be
build a
more
moat.
like, Paris Island, which is a hypothetical island of marines in the middle of nowhere. It's not actually an island, but it's like an island in a metaphorical sense of one thing surrounded by something that's not it.
Yeah, it's like your land, I land.
Exactly! Goat Island. It doesn't make
Yeah.
any fucking sense, mate, but it'll do.
That makes sense, bro.
I'm also apologizing to anyone from Scotland or Ireland or like anywhere between those two places, the Isle of Man. Deepest apologies.
Yeah. He's just 6 gold.
What's funny is I sell all my goats for the same price, regardless of age, sex, or ability to produce offspring or milk. You'd think there'd be different prices for different types of goats and different stages of their life with different uses. No, they're all the same price no matter what. Good business.
You know what? You could maybe get into business with this admiral dude. He might be able to make your shop even better.
That's what the sign's for.
True.
And we plant the large sign.
Well, what was it? 550 plus a sign? It's a steal. I bet this sign's worth a whole gold piece, not just 50 copper. All right, you have bought 3 goats. But what does this mean? Because Desmond told you there aren't any goats in 100 miles, and then sent you off to islands. What does it mean?
I don't know, it's Desmond.
Okay.
Desmond just probably wanted us out of the bar, to be honest.
Did he want you out of the bar? Is he just dumb? Is he misinformed? Does it matter?
Does he want us dead?
They say something about the goats being people. Maybe all goats are people.
No,
Have you
I
ever
was
thought
talking
about
about crab people, not goat people. They're like satyrs, but goats.
I thought people got turned into goats or something. Or is that
I
the
didn't hear
satyrs
that
as
about-
well?
Well, they talk about the goat apocalypse.
The goat apocalypse was like all the goats dying.
Okay.
Can I use my animal handling check to make sure these are real goats?
Give me an animal handling check. No, man, they're not
Ooh.
goats.
Guys, you have a problem here.
What?
Guys,
What?
these are not real goats. You see
Okay, you're high.
how they have
Let's keep going.
You see how they have 4 legs and like hooves and shit? Real goats, they have different hooves.
They've got different hooves from one another. Okay, guy.
What?
They all have different hooves.
No,
from one
goats all
another.
have the same, like the exact same hoof. These are
No, they
different.
don't.
They're imperfect.
What the? Did you just have another mushroom?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just keep following. Okay. Just keep following.
We should probably make sure that the milk, even though they're not real goats, at least like tastes like goat milk and isn't gonna kill the lady who needs her goat milk.
I don't care if it kills her or not.
What, dude?
It's really bad
We
for a
should-
man named Lawbringer.
Lawbringer, not Lawbringer.
I don't know. The overlay says lawbringer.
I am not a paladin of justice. It's knowledge, law. I bring the law.
Well, don't you think like whether these are goats or not should be part of the lore that you should know, bro?
Local history.
I mean, we're calling them goats. So does that make them goats?
Yes, it does.
I taste their milk.
How about it?
Give me an animal handling check. Yeah, you get a couple of squirts, and it's pretty good.
Fresh from the goat's teeth.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. Could you repeat it more loudly for everyone?
No.
Just quote it, Neal.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
All right.
It seems like some real goat's milk, you know? Even if it's not like real goats, the milk seems like real goat's milk. So I don't think we're gonna murder the lady.
Yeah, okay. Let's just herd these goats back to Berkshire, and if the goat apocalypse happens again, we'll be able to investigate it.
Yeah, should we like pile them in a cart or make them walk? How do you transport goats? I've heard that these
You
roads are
walk them.
really shitty for transporting things on carts because they're not wide enough for 2 carts.
Yeah, maybe we should do it on foot. How much is for a shepherd's hook in town?
A gold?
Yeah, sure.
What?
I'll just get it. You know, there's hooks the shepherds carry.
Can't we just move them along or something?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just walking along the road with them. I just got to be quick to keep them together.
Okay.
Cool.
We'll start off down the road.
Right. You guys head back towards Berkshire.
Is
On the
guy-
way,
Oh,
You
okay.
pass Haul and Ass, who's got
Okay.
the cart filled with pots, and it's attached to another cart that's being pulled by multiple asses. And yeah, he gives you a wave as you pass.
Nice. Job well done.
All right. You continue on the way. You find the goblin acting troupe breaking camp, tearing down their stage.
Is there any blood?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Expected. It's goblins.
I think I did the quote wrong, Neil.
Did I? Oh, yeah. That did not go over right.
Not important, but I'm just. Yeah.
I now have the only quat.
Quite one. Alright.
I don't think it's going to work, though. No.
I tried it. It didn't work. Sorry, YouTube viewers. Sorry.
Don't worry about it, guys. You pass that thing. You take a rest. We roll for encounter. God, there's no encounters of combat kind. On the way back, the next day, right before you pull into Berkshire, where is our goddamn forest sounds? Right before you pull into Berkshire. No, that's terrible.
What?
You find some beggars there on the side of the road, like 6 of
my
them.
old age.
It looks like a dad and a mom and their 4 malnourished, starving children, and they're shaking a bowl at you.
I'll give a gold each, so 6 gold.
Ooh. They thank you profusely and try to kiss your feet.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm just doing my duty as a paladin.
I put some mushrooms in the bowl. Let's say 5.
They're children, Mark. They're children.
They're hungry.
You guys get to town.
I'll try to do a good deed then.
Ruined it. You get to Berkshire. You can make your way all the way back through the streets to Shirebrook itself. There it is.
Shirebrook?
Shirebrook.
Oh, wow.
Shenanigans itself.
Hey, Desmond, did you still need the goat milk?
Hey, you're back. Doesn't
Yeah, we
seem
got
like you
3
made it to
goats.
the Spice Islands, did you?
Oh, no, we got goats before that.
You didn't get the special spice, the special hypoallergenic Spice Island goat milk?
Nope, because you didn't tell us about that.
Well, I mean, it definitely seems like that's a problem, and you should really do a good job and go get the stuff from the Spice Islands.
Which island?
Goat Island?
That's the one.
Which
See?
Desmond, what's going on? This is made up. What's going on?
She needed some goat's milk, and she came in asking for it. What
We've got
am I
goats.
supposed to do?
We
Yeah,
got
well,
goats.
then go give her the goats.
Desmond, what's the real
Give her the
thing?
goats.
Yeah, okay, here's the goat.
Well, I don't know where she is.
Is she ever... You just wanted us out of town, didn't you?
Look, he's got 4 arms, and he's just like doing drugs on the staircase. I've got customers, okay? And I thought, in your hands, in a paladin's hands, this thing would go smoothly, and that maybe you could talk some sense into them, you know, get him to stop taking drugs all the time, get him to stop having 4 arms all the time. I really thought we could, you know, work something like this out. I thought it would be, you know, a character building experience to go on such an important adventure. One that would, you know, connect you with the empathies of human frailty and weakness. One that would get you to understand your place in the world. Maybe bring some humbleness, some propriety to these senses, to these actions you take.
Exactly. We got the goats.
I really just wanted you to stop doing drugs in the bar.
Dude, mushrooms aren't drugs. They're natural.
Alcohol's natural too, bro.
Yeah?
It's a
You
drug.
do alcohol in the bar. It's a bar.
Yeah, but
He's
this is
a license for drugs.
Thank you. This is the drug you're supposed to do in the bar, all right? But not that shit.
Why?
Yeah, you're right. This is unfair competition. You don't want other people coming in on your bar, your property here and competing, which is good. That's why it's your property.
Can you just do the mushrooms outside the bar, a safe distance away from the bar?
And then like not come in while you're tripping balls?
Yeah. Can
Do you know how
Ever
many times I've
trip
had people come up
balls?
to me and say like, "Hey, there's this weird guy that like is trying to whisper in my ear while I'm having a meal with my friends." And granted, that weird guy's not always you. There are a lot of weird people around.
To be fair, this is something my god taught me called ASMR, okay? Like, I'm just doing my duty, guys. You never know.
Yeah, Eris would be all about the ASR, wouldn't she?
All right, look, you got the goats. The woman seems a little ratty. Lives, down the road somewhere. Her name was Harriet. So you just,
That was Jen. You kept calling her the wrong name.
I mean, whatever. You'll find her. You clearly know where you can find her. You got her name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone
Was
paying
that even a
attention.
goat apocalypse, Desmond?
No, I really can't believe you bought that. There's goats all over this town. Yeah.
I
Desmond-
saw some on the way.
Yeah, I didn't believe you. I thought you were just tripping, to be honest.
Potato.
God, that's why. See, you
think they're
can
ghosts,
understand
not
why I
ghosts.
want him gone now, right?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter because you can sell goats for the same price you buy them for because everything's the same market value for goats everywhere.
That's true. So you're gonna not lose any money on this at all, and
Yeah.
you'll have gained character and experience. Mm-hmm. Why? What is it?
Yeah, there's a sign too, though.
You're looking at me like you're disappointed. You're giving me the look that Lizzie gives me. What?
I got goats.
We could just keep the goats.
If you want to keep the goats, that's fine. I just don't. Yeah.
What's up?
Look, I got liquor to serve, so I'm just gonna go
Uh,
pour some booze.
Okay. Bye, Desmond.
Are we
He walks
done?
off. And
We're
that's
done.
when, sleeking over to you, is this hooded figure that you recognize from the
Oh.
goblin play.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he leans in close and he says quietly, I hear you know the woman with the milk problem. The one that only drinks goat's milk?
Yes.
Is that all she drinks?
And tea.
What about alcohol?
No, allergic.
Oh man, it's crazy.
I need you to bring this
Suspicion.
woman to my house.
No, not doing that. That's creepy.
It's for a good reason.
What's the reason?
I don't want to tell you.
Yeah, that's creepy.
No, it's
I'm not-
mysterious, bro. He's mysterious.
Yeah. Hey, woman! Let's not abduct you to this creepy man's house.
She didn't say abduct.
Wait a second. Can you detect evil?
I could. Yeah.
Yes, I sure do.
He
But,
is
that
definitely
doesn't
not ninth level or higher and
No,
evil.
that's why it doesn't really. I was going to do it, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Humanoid, like player characters and NPCs, if they're not a monster, can't radiate evil unless they're ninth level and evil.
Yeah.
I mean, I would totally
Well, I
cast
mean,
the
he's
spell.
not
but I'm
undead.
scared too.
That's true. It's not
But
undead.
This is better than most people I feel like we've dealt with. This is probably at least above average.
Now again,
Yeah.
it has been multiple days, so I could go to my room, cast a spell, and come back downstairs.
You could.
You go ahead and do you, but I'm not agreed to helping this creepy man. Unless he is more forthcoming with his information.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. You can't stop me from casting this spell all the time. I go cast mind read in my room and then come back down to read his mind. 'Cause
You
have to
cast
on a person.
it on yourself?
You don't need to cast on a person. Yeah, it's
Right.
detect
Perfect.
surface thoughts of any creature in range.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Now you go upstairs or around a corner, cast the spell, step back out. Your eyes are a little big. You're looking around. You're giving people strange looks, but they kind of expect that
It's
from
me,
you
yeah.
already. You're already sort of like dilated and staring at people. So
You
it's
just had
just
another mushroom.
yeah.
I'm sorry,
and
Desmond.
you read this guy's thoughts, and his thoughts are, this is it. I might have found her. I don't want to spook her. And how do I get these guys to bring her to my house so I can test her to see if she really is the one? How do I do this without blowing my secrets?
Okay, so I asked him if he's evil.
No. He doesn't think he's evil either. He's pretty confident with that.
Most evil people don't think they're evil.
I'm fine with this.
Yeah,
I believe you.
Doesn't think he's evil. Not undead. We already ruled that out. This guy seems like an okay guy.
I don't get involved in this. No.
And so what? He's just a human or something, by the way, because it reveals the kind of
He's
creature.
got a cloak on. You don't know. He's mysterious.
No, but mind read tells me, James.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
Let's see. We'll always reveal the kind of creature being probed, although this identity may be couched in the creature's own language or in a possibly distorted body image. Spells a 20% chance of revealing the character class of an individual. Roll me a 1d100. You want a 20 or lower?
Nope.
You have no idea what sort of class this is, but the person identifies themselves, they think of themselves as a human male.
Okay. Guys, I think this person is totally not evil like he said, and we should totally go get the lady. I don't think we should abduct like our paladin suggested. Maybe just ask her to come.
You can just talk to her, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's a much overlooked situation when we could just chill.
Yeah, we could talk to them.
How about a neutral meeting place? Can we just not take it to your house? Can you set up a meeting in a neutral meeting place?
We can, but I'll need a few days to prepare the spot.
Okay, what is going on?
I can't tell you, but I can pay you handsomely.
Yeah, I'm just backing out again.
So the
Okay, fine. I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you the truth.
He wants to propose.
I'm an orphan.
Huh?
I was found in the wreckage of a burned out house on the east side of Berkshire. I was raised by a church in Rencourt, told that I had no family. And then I heard about this woman who has the same allergies as me, and I thought maybe she's my mother. But I didn't want to, blow my cover and surprise her out of nowhere by saying, haha, your son that you thought died is actually alive. I didn't want to just shock her to death and give her a heart attack. So I wanted to see if I could suss out who she was ahead of time before revealing myself to her fully.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
And what are the chances that two people from Berkshire who have the same unique allergy to all milk, all fluids except water, tea actually, and goat's milk aren't related? What are the chances? What are the chances that we're not related? It's so small, unless we were both cursed by the same witch or something. In which case, I'm one step closer to finding the witch who cursed me. But I don't think that's it. I think it's actually just a genetic condition. I really want to find my family.
I don't even need to mind read. I believe him. I'm ready to go.
Just be upfront and honest with this person. Don't
You can't just say, hey, I
it
might be your son that you left in a fire to die. That could kill a poor woman.
So you want us just to bring her somewhere and you do that again? What's the process? Thought process?
Gonna lurk in the shadows and watch your guys' conversation as you wander around the house, wondering where I am, hearing what she has to say, see if there's a similar accent or similar interests. And then there's gonna be a trap where you guys slide down into the basement and there's an illusionary monster there because I'm a sorcerer, and you guys are gonna fight it, and maybe she would freak out during it, or maybe she'd realize that she also could cast spells, which would show that we're actually a little bit more closely related, but it was only gonna be an illusion, not a real thing that could actually hurt you, and you guys were gonna go through a few trials to reveal her character and see who she was, and maybe she's my mom but I don't want to know her, maybe she's a racist or something, so I just wanted to collect some information on her ahead of time, and I was going to use you guys as a tool to learn about the woman.
Cool.
I have heard of these plans before, right?
They're pretty reasonable, right? That
exactly.
Seems, what?
Well, because you never want to have a single point of failure. You want to have multiple points of failure. Right?
True. Not mind reading. I believe it. Yep. You said he wasn't evil.
Okay, how about I just go over and say, hey, do you have a son? No? All right, bye.
Well, what if it's a really traumatic experience? You know, I was very young. She might have thought I died in a fire and wouldn't even consider thinking that she had a son. If her infant son died in a fire, she'd be like, no, I don't have a son. She wouldn't be like, I had a son once upon a time, but he died in a fire. You know, clearly, she looked a little...
Well, you saw her? You said she looked like... Did you see her?
I scryed
do you
upon
have-
her.
Okay! You
that why
gotta
you
learn
can't-
boundaries.
What? Boundaries? Come on! All his like veil of mysteriousness has dropped. He's still got the hood over his face, but his voice isn't creepy anymore. It's just like clearly emotional. Come on, we scry on people all the time. It's a common thing. As long as they don't know they're being scryed, as long as they don't know they're being scryed upon, it's fine.
Yeah, dude, it's like not a crime if you're not caught, right?
Bam! Creepy dude gets it.
It's like casting spells in town.
I think you just should be more honest. And just confront the situation directly.
Fine. And he leaves.
If you... Yeah.
Well,
Why
don't we take a break?
All right.
yeah. And we'll find a new quest. I guess the second part doesn't take. We'll see you guys on the other side of the... What? Hmm?
He just left.
No.
I said no, but you got... But the thing is, they said yes, but I said no. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
Lawbringer convinced him to go.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll find another quest. See you guys on the side. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.